and welcome to the Piece of Persistence. I'm your host, Abby Wright, and it's a beautiful but chilly autumn day here in New York City. And I don't know about you, but the chill for me always takes away some of my motivation. And today we're going to be talking about just that, motivation and expectations, both internal and external, and how we react to them. To do that, we're going to look into the work of this amazing woman named Gretchen Rubin. Gretchen is an author, a speaker, a podcaster, and most importantly, a happiness researcher, which is how I stumbled upon her work here for the Piece of Persistence. She's just outstanding, and she has this podcast called Happy, in which she and her sister Elizabeth talk about finding happiness in your daily lives. So it's very akin to what I do here, and I highly recommend it. Earlier on in that podcast, she talks a lot about the 4 tendencies, which she also outlines in her book, Better Than Before. Those 4 tendencies describe how we're most likely to respond to expectations, inner and outer expectations. Outer expectations being something like a deadline for work or homework. Inner expectations being like, okay, I want to learn French now and I'm going to teach myself the language, or I want to learn how to play the piano. Something where you are working on only your own expectations, only your own accountability system. Why does it matter? Well, it matters because when you know which type you are and how you respond to these expectations, you'll understand a little bit more of why you're willing or unwilling to do certain things in your life and how better to motivate yourself to do them. Also, if you're working with somebody who you quickly can recognize as one of these types, it might help you figure out how better to motivate them to do what it is that you need them to do. So it could be great for relationships, family members, work colleagues, that sort of thing. If you want to find out which type you are, go to GretchenRubin.com. That's Gretchen Rubin, RUBIN.com. Click on quizzes and then click on Take the Habits quiz, and you can do the quiz there. I did the quiz myself and I'm not really surprised what type I am. I'll tell you what the types are and then I'll let you guess at the end. So the first type is upholder. And you're not likely to be an upholder. These people are a little more rare. But they have the inclination to respond well to both inner and outer expectations well. They're amazing because they're able to do their own projects as well as anything that you'd like them to do, and they're motivated to do them, and that's it. The next type is questioner. Questioners are a little bit more abundant. There are more questioners in the world than upholders. And questioners have to believe in what it is that they're being asked to do. So if you give them an outer expectation, they have to somehow turn it into an inner expectation in order to get it done for themselves. So if you ask them to do something, they have to believe that it's reasonable, that it's fair, that it's rational. If they don't believe in it, they won't do it. The third and largest group is obliger. The obligers have an interesting time trying to get things done because they do very well with outer expectations. You can meet a deadline, no problem, but if you have an inner expectation, if there's something that you want to teach yourself or learn or do on your own, it's very hard to meet those expectations that you have for yourself. So for an obliger, outside systems of accountability are very important, like accountability partners or groups. In fact, Gretchen Rubin also has a resource on her website. If you go to resources, you can find something under accountability groups, and then you can download her kit for creating an accountability group. That might be something that can help you if you're an obliger. The fourth and final and smallest group is rebel. Rebels are exactly as they sound. They want to do what they want to do when they want to do it, the way they want to do it. And if you know a rebel, you know that they're most likely to do the opposite of what you want. They don't respond terribly well to inner or outer expectations. If you are a rebel, don't worry, there's hope for you. And I highly recommend that you take a look at the Happy podcast with Gretchen Rubin. and check out episode 34, which is the habits of a rebel physicist. There's this amazing woman who gets so much accomplished and is quite an incredible physicist and author. And she talks about all the ways that she manages to motivate herself to want to do things. So that would be a great resource for you to listen to if you're finding that you're a rebel and you're frustrated with your own motivation. So that's an overview of The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin. And I actually haven't read her book Better Than Before yet. So before I filmed this episode, I went ahead and downloaded the Kindle and the audio version. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a listen and a look at those versions and get it all done before our next episode. See, this is my external accountability. And if you didn't guess yet, I am an obliger. That's right, I'm an obliger. So those systems of outer accountability, including this one, are very important for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and read Better Than Before, and we'll talk about it next time. And I encourage you in the meantime to go ahead and take the quiz on GretchenRubin.com, the 4 Habits quiz. And if you get a chance to read Better Than Before along with me, I think it'll be a great experience for us all. Thanks again for joining us on The Piece of Persistence. If you're enjoying these episodes, please let us know in the comments, share us with your friends, like us on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content on The Piece of Persistence. I don't know if you were able to catch our last episode on MNN, the Manhattan Neighborhood Network, but we were able to air the full unedited version of Jamie Hammer's episode, and that was very, very exciting. It went really well, and I'm pleased to say that this Sunday as well at 1:30 Eastern Time on MNN, we're going to be airing episode 2, full, Blake Robinson, along with 2 short videos that Blake has filmed himself. So check that out again at 1:30 on MNN. If you can't find that on your TV in Manhattan, then you can live stream it anywhere in the world on mnn.org and look for the Lifestyle Channel, Channel 2. So again, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to the next time I see you on The Piece of Persistence, which will be on 2 Fridays, and we'll continue our conversation about motivation. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, and don't forget, Piece of Persistence, mnn.org, Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. See you there.